around, you know. Say word. Only fans, real estate, talking in fashion, let them know what's happening. Say word. On and off the court, in the field with the sports, let them know what's up. Say word. The conversation is active, from movies to action, it's the main attraction.
Y'all know what time it is. Another episode of the world's fastest, largest growing podcast. I got a very, very special guest here. I know a lot of time we always talk like we got special guests in the building, but we got the legendary Drumma Boy in the building. They on tour. He got us new artists with him. My guy, please let the world know who you are right now, my G.
Man, it's Spark Dog, the Hood Dennis, man, straight out of Killeen, Texas. You dig?
Man, appreciate y'all checking in. My guy, appreciate you checking in for real.
You already know it.
I know y'all tired. You know what I'm trying to say? Y'all done came over here and smoked. No one else ever smoked here, but since you're Drumma Boy fresh, it's much, we give you a pass.
Spark a lot.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean? You the man. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Hey, yeah, boy.
Let's talk about this tour, man. Elaborate on it. You guys rocking right now. 20 city tour. Like, how you guys feeling? Let's just talk about it.
Man, it's just been dope, you know what I mean? Connecting with a lot of, dope individuals, you know what I'm saying? Man, everybody on the stage, man, just dope, bring something different to the table. You know what I mean? And I feel like it was a perfect opportunity. I seen they was hitting Killeen. I was like, oh man, Spark, man, we gotta get him on this tour, you know what I'm saying? He make grills and whatnot. So, I put him and Scotty together, you know what I'm saying, as men, just cause you know how it can be when you doing in the same business and whatnot.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So
competition.
Cool. They you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, just handling the business, you know what I'm saying, and making sure everything's straight. But the tour been super straight, you know what I'm saying? And just on the road, it's been a few crazy experiences, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's just been, dope energy.
Spark Dog, how you been enjoying yourself on the tour, man?
I'm loving it, man. Yeah. I mean, I know I came here earlier saying I was tired, but it could be way worse.
That's
you know
a
what
fact.
I mean? Like, I could be waking up dreading, clocking in at some 9 to 5 I hate. You feel
Yeah.
me? So, if I got to stay up because I got an interview with some of the biggest, radio stations and podcasts in Houston, that's an even trade-off. I'll take that for sure.
Let's stay with you for a minute, man. Killeen, Texas. You know what I'm trying to say? Let's let the world know about the culture out there, how you got into the hip-hop industry. Just let the world know what time it is.
Man, the culture out there, Killeen, man, is really like a melting pot because it's connected to the biggest U.S. military base, period, which is Fort Hood, Texas.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I wasn't even born in this country. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, word?
Yeah. I was born in Panama, Central America.
Ooh, that's dope.
My mama, she from there. My dad, he from North Carolina. He was in the Army. He got stationed out there in Panama because they got a U.S. military base. So I tell this story all the time, man. Like, this how I know my pops is my pops. Like, he went over there and did some shit I would have did. Like, foreign land.
Yeah.
Met a local, you know what I'm saying? Some foreign, you feel me? They fall in love. Got married, had me. Little while later, we got stationed in Fort Hood. That's how, Spark Dog made it to America,
If it ain't foreign, it's born. You know the saying. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. How did you guys connect?
Man, TJ DJs, man, was putting me up on game, and then we met through Hood Boss, you know what I'm saying, another one of my partners out of Dallas, you know what I'm saying. So it was just a couple different ways, you know what I'm saying. At the SEA Awards, he was saying, and I was just like, man, bro, just raw. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need no extra bells and whistles, no auto-tune, no this, no that. Like, just naturally, he got a, you know what I'm saying, a voice. So I was like, man, we got to work. You know what I'm saying?
Drumma Boy, I'm gonna stay there with you real fast. Like, you've been in this game. You know what's up with everything. You've been working with the best. I mean, I still play some of your joints to this day, man. What's the biggest change you've seen in hip hop over the years?
I want to say, just really seeing all the rappers singing.
Ooh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, technology, you know what I mean? Evolving from analog to digital, you know what I mean? And just, seeing how many people, what we listening to, how we listening to the music is like earpods or Apple or laptop. So the quality, you might not even know the difference between if the music mixed or not. People putting out music to 2 tracks.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody really, there's a lot of people still mixing. Don't get it twisted, because, man, especially if you're on a label, it's got to get mixed properly. We got to have masters. We got to have splits. We got to have boom, bass, kick, clap, hi-hat, each sound individually to be able to turn it up or remaster it or, put it in a movie or film or licensing or so many different things. So I think just the business, you know, the structures has evolved the most.
Which era do you like better though? You like this era better, or to put it on era better?
Ooh.
Don't put you on the spot, but I gotta hear this because like you gotta understand. This Say Word podcast. We with Drummer Boy Fresh. We got Spark Dog in the building. This man has created a lot of hits, a lot of hits. We're gonna get to the book, but what era does Drummer Boy like better?
I would have to say 2010.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like that whole really like 06, 07,
Okay.
08, 9, 10, like just that whole period, you know, definitely was an era. It was like everybody was fighting for something. You know what I mean? Everybody, you know, trying to get in position for, you know what I mean? Trap wasn't even a genre, it was a location. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know, this was something that we were trying to get up out of. This, you know what I'm saying? We trying to make it and get on. So it was just that fight, that struggle. You know what I mean? And I think that pain that we put into the music, man, is something that'll forever be felt.
That's
You
what it
know
is.
I mean? And it's you know, you get a lot of pain music now, like Rod Wave is super dope. I think he's incredible. NBA Youngboy, another artist that's giving it to you raw, you know what I'm saying? So, man, I love today's generation, you know what I mean? I don't know, I think it's just the connection of the producers.
Has that
the way-
changed? Has that changed over the years? The connection.
Yeah, I
of
think
the
more
producer?
people working from getting their beats on YouTube
Wow.
and putting their music out, or just, you know what I'm saying, getting beats emailed, recording to
crazy.
them, you know what I'm saying? You don't really have that producer in the room with you that's like guiding you and giving you cadences and, you know, helping you structure the song properly and, you know, just make it even bigger than what it is or what it could have been.
That's crazy. I know you come from that era, like the real behind it. You know what I'm saying? Behind that music. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Spar Dog, let me ask you this, man. How'd you get into hip hop, man?
Man, I used to dance when I was like in middle school.
Like dance,
Like break dance.
break dance,
and shit.
beat
Yeah,
boy.
like
Okay.
I just always felt like I wanted to be in front of a camera somehow. You know what I'm
Alright.
saying? I ain't gonna lie, like shit, I used to think I could sing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, I just felt like I had this uncanny ability to just make words rhyme. And everybody told me I had it, and I felt like everybody can't be lying to me. You
That's a
know what I
fact.
mean? And when I got a co-sign from Drum, you know, that was one of the biggest moments. But I mean, even before Drum, you know, I was co-signed by people like Scarface in Houston.
Ooh.
You know, a lot of people don't know that. You know, early on in my career, I was actually in a rap group with some high school homies called Green City.
Okay.
We signed a 1-album deal with Scarface.
Oh wow.
Yeah. 2007. Album came out in 2008, distributed by Universal. Totally separate from Rap A Lot. Like, Face had his whole
Wow.
own situation. You know what I mean? So that was a good intro, you know, in the game. Like I said, with some high school homies, and I just never stopped pushing, you know, as far as my solo career. And me and bruh bump heads, bumped into each other and, you know, made it happen.
Let me ask you this though, like, what's the difference between being in a group and then being solo? I heard Busta, he came on stage one time and he said, like, man, when you with the homies, you could like write a couple bars, you done. But when you by yourself, you got to put like a whole joint together. What's the difference?
I think the main difference is like creative control. You know, it's my record. You know, I get to attack the beat like I want. You know, and not have to worry about how, you know, others want to do it. You know what I mean? I just felt like, you know, I never really got like my just due because I had a record deal, but it was a group deal, so
Facts.
it wasn't just for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But now with this situation with Drum, it's Spark Dog. You know
Talk
what I mean?
that
And I
talk,
really
man.
get to, you know, show the world why, you know, a Grammy-winning producer wanted to sign me. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Drum, let's get into the book real fast. Behind the hits, like the meaning, the title. We obviously know that you got the hits, but there's a meaning behind the hits. Let's go into that.
I mean, I'm just taking you behind the stories of the songs, you know, and instead of chapters, I give you tracks. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm a soundtrack to a lot of people's life throughout different
fact.
moments. You know what I mean? And it was important to tell my own story, because can't nobody tell your story like you, and put nothing but the facts. You know what I mean? Like the equipment I was using, the business tactics, the entertainment attorneys, you know what I mean, having publishing on the back end. It's a lot of guys selling their beats exclusively and don't get any rights or any back end or any publishing or any mechanical royalties, and one of your songs go diamond.
It's crazy.
You know what I mean? So I think it's important just to, you know, give back, be that big brother, man. I had a big brother that was giving me game. I had Wendy Day. Shout out to Rap Coalition, man. I shout her out as much as I can. Like, she was in Memphis doing free seminars, man, and teaching people how to, you know, the importance of management, the importance of entertainment attorneys, the importance of doing a split sheet, the importance of having a PRO, performance rights organization. You know what I mean? So it's essential to just understand the business behind it. Like, it's 10% is just talent, but the other 90% of this is business.
Do you, like, it's so much that be happening in hip hop nowadays, and it seems like it's always a riff with business. It seems like it be so much like groups coming together, and then it seems like business just splits everybody apart. Do you ever think it will ever get to a point where we actually won't be riffs over business? You know what I'm trying to say, though, right?
Yeah, no, it can be a point, but you know, people lacking their education. So you're not understanding the importance of relationships. You'll burn this bridge. You'll cut this, you know what I'm saying? You'll run off on the plug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're doing all of these things that's going to bring bad karma, that's going to bring bad energy. Eventually, it's going to catch you. You know what I mean? So it's really about moving the right way. You know what I mean? And having these, you know, your foundation, you know what I'm saying, in place. So you got 10 toes down, and you can move and groove and do anything that you want to do.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's what it is. Spark Dog, let me ask you this, man. What you like doing more? You like performing more or writing more?
Ooh.
Being on that stage or just being at the crib, being creative, putting the pen to the pad? What's
It's kind of even for me, because like the feeling I get when I write some shit and I know I just wrote some shit, you know what I mean? It's like that feeling's like, damn, I'm finna kill it when I get in the booth, you know what I mean? But the feeling I get on stage, when that energy hitting, you know, from that crowd, it's unmatched. So I feel like they both go together, man. I can't even choose one or the other. I love everything about both. No cap.
Do you ever feel like sometimes you might put something out and you might think it's like not popping, but everybody else think it's popping?
No.
For real?
Nah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm hella confident in my
Talk
ability.
Talk that.
My
We
ability
here,
to
man.
make music. You know what I'm saying? I'm hella confident in that. Like, that's one thing I'll never give myself to.
So everything you put out, you like just rocking.
Yeah, for sure. That's how I feel.
I'm with that.
I mean, that's how I feel.
Nah,
you know
I'm with you.
So yeah, for sure.
Who's some of the guys that like kind of inspired you though coming up?
Being from Texas, small town Killeen, who was heavily influenced by everything coming out of Houston and Dallas.
Okay.
Because see, like Killeen is Central Texas. We right in the middle of the state.
Okay.
So 2.5 hours above us, we got Dallas.
Okay.
So we getting all that music trickle down from us to us, like from big cats that was like DSR, like the Tum Tums and the Big Tucks. And then Houston, you know,
Okay.
all the Swisher House stuff was, you know, we had all that, you know, Watts, Chameleon there, Paul Wall, Magno, you know what I'm saying? So we came up on that. But me, outside of Texas, like I was always also drawn to a lot of the more lyrical stuff from the East Coast.
Word.
The Jay-Z's, the Fabulous.
Ooh, shout out to
You know what I mean?
FABO.
Like people like that, I feel like that's how I honed my style. Like Cameron, I would get they instrumentals and
Okay.
you know, write flows off of beats like that. You know what I mean? And I think that was inspired by listening to Swisher House, because they did the same thing. You know, all their early tapes, they was rapping over industry beats, but just freestyling. And I think that's kind of how I hone my style.
Drummer, 50 years of hip hop, man. It's been like a lot of stuff going on. Do you feel like corporate America kind of took over the whole hip hop situation nowadays?
I mean, I think it's always been like that.
A word?
You know, I mean, like the labels
Okay.
kind of got the most control, especially with the media companies and whatnot. So what they push one button, it's everywhere. Fuck up, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? That's the most control that you can have on anything. You know what I mean? So, you know, the music that has got everybody fighting, killing, this and that. That's, you do that, you get signed.
I know that's true though.
So it's a tricky conversation.
That's true though. I'm realizing
you
that.
speaking about power and uplifting, and you know what I mean. that is like kind of hushed up.
So like a group like Arrested Development won't get signed today.
I think if they're creative enough, you know what I mean, and find a, you know what I'm saying, you got to be creative, like, you know, because you can look at like, man, what's my boy name? In Do the Mint, he always wear mint. Toby.
Yeah,
He hard.
He from here, son.
Yeah, he hard.
Yeah.
He from here.
Okay, so yeah,
I can't even pronounce his last name. I ain't even going to try to pronounce his last name.
But Toby, like, you know, one of them ones and was creative. You know what I mean? Him and his wife doing some amazing things, man. So salute to that family. But that's what, you know, inspired me and motivate.
I could dig that. I could definitely dig that.
So, you know, to answer the question, yes.
All right. What inspires you, man? You about to get in the booth, writing something down. What gives you that inspiration?
I think anything I do, I always try to just be the best at whatever it was, even like outside of music. You know what I mean? Like dressing, I just wanted to be the fly.
You definitely
know what
fly.
I'm
I ain't
saying?
go front, son. Like, pause,
Yeah.
no homo. You definitely like rocking, like for real,
I
son.
appreciate it. Yeah, so it's like, you know, when it came to the music, I'm just inspired to be the best at whatever I'm going to put myself in. You know what I mean? Whether it's my grill business, whether it's my music, whether it's how I present myself, you know. So I'm just inspired to just be the best I can be on this borrowed time we got, you know, on this earth.
Let's talk about the grill business. They call you the hood dentist.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
were saying that off topic. Let's talk about that, man. How you get involved in that?
Man, I got an uncle, man. He owns a jewelry store.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And back in high school, actually my senior year, I went into business with him, purchased a wholesale account from his shop.
Okay.
So where I was able to like order grills at bottom line wholesale costs, put my tax on them to create the retail price to sell them for, you know, whatever the fuck I want to sell them for, on top of the wholesale price that I have to pay to get the grill made. I've been doing that since high school. Started off with like a lot of local clientele. Probably recently, maybe like 2 years ago, like with TikTok, my shit just went viral. You know what I mean? To the point where now, maybe 99% of my clients I don't meet in person. It's really like online orders. And what I mean by that is people will see me on TikTok because my TikTok gets like millions of views when I make posts and shit. So I have people reach out and they want to grill. It don't matter where they from. All I do is ship them a mold kit with like some putty, some mouth trays. They get it. As soon as they get it, they're going to video call me so I can walk them through the whole mold process like in real time and help them mold themselves up. They're going to ship it to me, and a week later, I'm going to ship them the finished grill. And that's how my business goes right now, and it's stupid.
That's super, super crazy. Drummer Boy, I'm going to talk about Memphis, man. I know you're from Memphis, and I asked you this question, similar question last time. How Memphis has just evolved into like what they have evolved into on the music scene. Like how you like, did you ever think it would get like that back in the day when you first started doing what you was doing?
I was flagshipping. You know what I'm saying? I'm running the pipeline. Everybody coming through my crib. I'm coming back through Memphis. I'm welcome to my city 1, welcome to my city 2, welcome to my city 3, welcome to my city 4, and you know what I mean? Man, Paul and Juicy and Ball and G and Player Fly, Gangsta Black,
Legends.
man, R.I.P. Gangsta Boo. Like so many people been mobbing for Memphis, you know what I mean? And stampeding, man. The DJs, you know, DJ Spanish Fly, DJ Superman, man, DJ Howard Q. You know what I'm saying? Like just, man, there's so many. DJ Slice T. Man, there's so many, man, special individuals. DJ Spider-Man, like, man, just so many classic individuals, man, that's been stampeding for the city of Memphis. You know what I mean? And really putting on for the city for real. And, you know, we just following in great footsteps, you know what I'm saying, and taking it to the next level. And then, man, the next generation come running. And the next generation come running, you know what I'm saying? And, man, out of Memphis, you got to come running.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing to see what it's become, and always a good feeling to see, you know, you get to where you know what I'm saying, finally want to be.
Like, people really consider Memphis on top right now.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
For real, people like, yo, if you think about like hip hop cities right now, like what cities, like people really consider Memphis like the one, like, yeah, Memphis is like,
I mean, the whole world making beats, like,
yeah,
it's a Memphis sound.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Outside of the Afro beat and the Caribbean and whatnot, like, you know, because I'm making a lot of that too. You know what I'm saying? But, man, it's like, man, even just hip hop in general, like the sound like Memphis.
That's crazy, man. Like, I was about to go to Sparkle Fest, but I gotta ask you because I got you here, man. And that Put On song, man. If everybody in this room know the Put On song, the whole world know the song. That studio session, I gotta ask you, how was that studio session?
Man, I was cooking up a beat at my condo, and I was pissed off. You know what I'm saying? About some dumb shit, like, you know what I mean? And man, I'm just cooking beats like, bro, I gotta get this nigga the biggest shit.
This is Kanye or Jeezy? Like
Nah, this Jeezy.
Oh, it's Jeezy? Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I had no clue about Kanye at all.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So this Jeezy, and I'm like, I got the standing ovation, I got White Girl, we got Flexing, You Dig. I gotta do something special that's like radio, but still like trap, still hard, and that everybody can and vibe to. So when I was making the beat, I went and got inspiration. Like, I always go back to what I grew up on.
Okay.
And one of my favorite my favorite basketball team was Chicago Bulls. So I went back and listened, you know, Michael Jordan. I go back and listen to the Chicago Bulls anthem.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that is part of that.
Yeah, but I flipped it. I just played my own, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, man, I'm gonna turn this into like just something like that. You know what I'm saying? And went crazy, bro. And I remember I wasn't even on, what album was that? The Recession.
Yeah.
I wasn't even on that album. You know
Wow.
what I'm saying? So I pull up with a 5-piece, me and Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? I always would meet at the McDonald's, or, you know, a few times after that we started meeting at studios.
Okay.
So this particular time, you know, I pull up on him at the, you know what I'm saying, at the studio. He was at a studio off Northside. And I played first beat, I need that. I play the second beat, keep going. Play the third beat, I need that. Play the next beat, keep going. Play the last beat, I need that one too. So I leave him these 3 beats. It, you know, a lot of times Jeezy will record, you know, on his own. So, bam. Next thing you know, I got 3 songs on the album. Bitch, I'm amazing.
Ooh.
Look what I'm amazing. I so low. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't know you even did that. Ooh.
So amazing. Then
Amazing.
I find out that he did Ambitions of a Hustler's Ambition.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then I hear Miss Shanique on the radio. She like, man, Drum. I'm riding in the car, happen to be in the car. I swear to God, Miss Shanique come on the radio like, man, Drummer Boy, my boy, they did it again. You a fool for this one. This shit come on the radio, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit was monumental. Like, that's probably the best feeling I had.
Did you?
At all times, like, cause I ain't know nothing about Kanye, and at first you don't even hear Kanye. So I'm like, okay, this shit I put on for my
Yeah.
Just Jeezy just going crazy. And I'm like, man, this shit crazy, bro.
Baseline is crazy.
And I'm riding, man, we riding, nigga. I had to been going like 80, 90, just, you know what I'm saying? I was on 400. You know what I'm saying? Coming from Alpharetta. I'll never forget this moment, man. And next thing you know, the beat drop. And I hear, I put on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what? Kanye on this one? Like, nah, that was the moment. You know what I mean? It was like, and the love I get just from Memphis, the love from just all cities. Like, that's the one song every city I go to.
You know what it is though? Yo, that's a song where it's like every city can relate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like every city can relate to that song, man. That's like one of them. That's like a city anthem song.
Nah, that's
like,
an anthem for sure.
Yeah, and it's like, but and I'm just thinking when you was making it, did you think it was gonna be like that, or you just chilling, just like, you know, I'm about to put this together.
It's like what you put in, you get out. So once you put in that fierce passion, You know what I mean? It's like you just putting everything in the pot. Like, man, I'm trying to. It's like when you swinging for the ball, you swinging to knock it out the park. You know what I mean? First swing king, man. Drummer boy behind the hits, man. Go get the book.
Man, that's crazy. That's super crazy. Spark Dog, man. Let's talk about Kaleem, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all that much longer. Appreciate you guys. Do you feel like it's your responsibility now to put Kaleem on the map?
I mean, I take pride in being like one of the bigger names that come from where I come from.
Okay.
You know what I mean, I know you asked me what inspired me earlier. Yeah, like a lot of people that meet me for the first time, they never even heard of Kaleem until they met me, and I tell them where I'm from, or they see my jewelry and they ask me, "Why's your name Spark, but you got a K on your necklace?" You know.
Follow my Instagram at DrummerBoyFresh. Click the link in the bio, or you can go to my website, drummerboy.com.
That's what it is. Before we get y'all guys up out of here, I'm putting y'all on the spot. I gotta ask y'all a couple questions. Y'all gotta give me that straight up answer.
Let's get it.
First one is Prince or Michael Jackson?
Prince or Michael Jackson? As far as what, music?
I'm far as like, it could be creative, it could be culture, it could be music. I know Prince is a musician, you know what I'm saying? I know I got you here and I know you go into everything, you know what I'm saying?
I know my answer.
Man, that's tough, you know what I mean? Because it really depends on what, you know. I'm going to take Prince just because Prince play every instrument. Prince going to produce. He can write. He's putting out groups. He's doing all kind of things, you know what I mean? Musically, I'm going to take Mike. I'm a fan of Michael Jackson. Like, I grew up on Michael Jackson. So listening to the music, I like Prince music, but I wasn't listening to Prince like that. I ain't gonna lie. As far as a kid, I was listening to Michael though. You know
Okay.
And we were entertained by Michael as far as the performances. Like every kid was doing the moonwalk. You know
Facts.
what I mean? So, you know, as far as that part as a kid and just motivation and inspiration and who I look up to, like, dang, Michael Jackson, man. Like watching the cartoons and all, like, you know, Michael is deep, man. Come on,
Yeah, Michael's.
bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I definitely, like, I'm a Michael Jackson fan for sure.
That's a fact.
But I'm going to take Prince as far as the producer side of me and anything that I know we can do, producer, creative-wise.
Who you got, Spark?
I ain't no producer. I'm taking Mike. Michael Jackson.
Is that because you danced though? Is that one?
It could have been. You feel me?
Okay,
But
okay.
I ain't never really just listened to Prince. Like, I remember my mama
Prince
like
is dope.
probably listening to
My
Prince
mother used to
like
love Prince.
that. But
I think everybody mom's like Prince.
yeah, Michael Jackson, man, iconic, super iconic for sure. I'm gonna go with Mike.
That's a fact. Next question is, this is gonna be a tough one since y'all both here. Lil Durk or Lil Baby?
Little baby.
Look at your man. Look at son.
I think I probably would have said Dirk until I heard Baby do that song when it was like on some black power shit. Like I think after George, what was it, George Floyd?
Oh, okay.
And he did the song.
I know you talk about.
What was the song Baby did?
I know you talk about that.
Yeah, when I heard him rap like that, it made me like look at Baby like totally different. So now I'd probably say Baby.
Yeah, I love that All My Life.
Yeah, All My Life is dope.
Yeah, that's hard.
All My Life is like
J. Cole, I think if he do more songs
Yeah.
like that and just positive and really showing change, like, man, we got enough of the drill.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to start uplifting. Like, that was positive. I definitely became more of a fan.
Me too. That's crazy because like I think like when All My Life came out, I was like, dang, Lil Durk is a hype.
Yeah.
Like it made me look at him totally different, like from like other records, yo.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, this is a tough one. Andre 3000 or J. Cole?
Andre 3000.
I'm gonna take J. Cole.
I gotta take Andre 3000. That's you know what I mean. And J. Cole
He
is
killed All My Life. J. Cole.
No, he killed that. No, J. Cole. I'm a fan of J. Cole for sure, but I can't take J. Cole over. As far as, come on, man.
Yeah.
I gotta. Nah. I gotta take 3,000. Man.
That's the last one. I'm gonna go group wise. New Edition or Jackson 5?
New Edition.
I think in hindsight, I probably like when I was younger, I probably would have said Jackson 5. But when you think about it, New Edition actually created. They came in as a group. And they
Edition's so
created
dope.
solo careers too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you don't see nobody jamming like Jermaine Jackson or Tito by themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But people gonna jam individuals from New Edition for sure. You know what I mean? Like Johnny Gill and all that. So probably I say New Edition.
Yeah, you ain't finna make love to Jackson.
Definitely not.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't
Definitely
finna
not.
pop that on when you ride with the ladies.
Yeah,
like, you
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, you finna play some New Edition. You know what I'm saying?
Drummer, before we get up out of here, I gotta ask you this question though, man. You one of the legendary producers. Who's some of your favorite producers, man?
Legendary producers: Quincy Jones, Isaac Hayes, Dr. Dre,
Ooh.
Pharrell. You know, that's Timbaland. You know?
Timbaland. Ooh.
I'm a Primo fan, man.
Primo from Brooklyn? DJ Premier?
Yeah.
Oh, word?
Come on,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
You know
Primo.
what I'm saying?
I listened to Dwick this
Man,
morning.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Primo.
You know, I like Rottweiler, I like Dark Child, you know, Manny Fresh.
Word. Okay.
Manny give you that good energy. Jazzy Faye. You know, it's a lot, man. I'm a fan of just contributions, man. I love Justice League. You know what I mean? Young cats making great music. 1500 or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I love Mars, man, and Rants. That's you know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's what it is, man. Yo, we appreciate it. We got Spark Dog in the building. We got Drummer Boy Fresh. Man, appreciate you guys. Want to give you guys your flowers. Much respect, man. Stay safe on the tour. And we up out of here. Say word.
Say word.
The fastest growing podcast up in the world right now, you know. Say word. OnlyFans, real estate, talking in fashion, let them know what's happening.